It's post Brickworld, Monday, June 16th. Probably one of the most depressing Mondays I've ever experienced in my entire life. As usual, I am Keith.
And I am Mav.
And we are back from the biggest Lego convention in the US, I would say.
I would say so right now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, obviously, we're new to the convention world here, but from what I think I recall, this is the biggest convention in the U.S. right now. Obviously, there's many great ones out there. We got Brick Fair, Brick Rodeo, Brick Slopes, Ultimate Brick Show, a bunch of options for people who can't make it to certain parts of the country. But tonight is focused on the one and only Brickworld, which is held in Chicago, Illinois. And Mav, we had a party this weekend.
We sure did. Sure did. It was just a load of like fun. Just meeting everybody, having the crew from the Hidden Bricks getting together. It was just surreal, you know.
Yep. Basically, from start to finish, it was surreal because for those of you who may not be familiar with us, if you're watching for the first time, Mav and I actually met online. Thank you, Josh. Schaumburg, not Chicago. Outskirts. Appreciate that check on me there. Mav and I actually met on Instagram in October of last year and have never met in person. And that changed. That changed on Thursday last week, and it was quite the scene, if I'd say so myself.
Sure was. It was that was pretty epic though. Pulling up to the convention hall, I get a text from Keith saying, "Hey, we're here. It's still open to pick up your tickets." Yeah, Josh, it was a cute meeting. Yeah.
It could have been cuter. We we could have had a better moment if we had the camera set up for a nice slow-mo kind of interaction, with the running and the classic meeting in the middle type thing. But thanks to Caitlin, we did get that video on footage here. Probably share that on Friday with everybody. So if you're not tuned in on Fridays, check us out on Instagram on Fridays, Hidden Bricks After Hours, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Laura says she's sad that she missed it. Well, Laura, you will relive that in video form. It does exist. So be prepared for that. There is also footage of the first meeting amongst us with Frank, a.k.a. Accio Bricks, who was on with us a couple weeks ago. So we will have that video footage as well on Friday. We didn't have any pictures with us tonight, just because we need to do a little bit of checking as far as we have a lot of footage, we have a lot of videos, we have a lot of pictures. However, we didn't really do any planning as far as
when do we ever?
Well, true. Yeah, valid. We didn't take pictures of the mock cards, and we just didn't really feel right actually taking these beautiful, amazing mocks that people made and highlighting them without being able to credit them. So Josh, Superhawk, if you're watching this, if you have something, anything that could help us be able to identify what we have, please let us know so that we can shout them out properly.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
It was like so many mock, and we all taking pictures of the actual mocks, and forgetting that plaque. I mean, we know who it was at the time, talking to the builders, just exchanging like compliments and stuff, and how we like it, and asking them questions about their mocks. But for some reason, if we don't take a picture, we don't remember.
Yeah. Yep.
So.
Yep. So yeah, we got there on Thursday, Thursday evening. So we had Thursday evening, all day Friday, all day Saturday. And then you were out early Sunday. I was out not too long after you. Basically, going back in messages now, we're both in agreement that that's not long enough. So at least for next year, being able to be there starting on Wednesday, which Josh, remember or remind me if I'm mistaken. Wednesday is the first day for load in, and that would be the first day everything starts getting set up, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but yeah, I think getting there that day and then maybe even extending it through, at least for me, the end of Sunday after everybody has packed up and been done, I think is worth it. So, like, at least a Wednesday through Sunday full day for me next year is what I would recommend, especially if you're building. If you're building, obviously you have to be there. But if you're going, okay, so confirmation here on that. So registration opened noon on Wednesday. So I would probably like to be there by Wednesday morning to get ready for the full day of Wednesday's activities and be there through Sunday through the pack up loadout. Agree?
Yes. I do agree with that because actually catching an early flight was nice. You probably drive again, I'm assuming, or will
Yeah.
you fly?
No,
Yeah.
I'll drive. Yeah. It's just, I know you got a rental car, but it's nice to have like a car. So obviously you did, but it's nice to have a car there. That way it's actually nice to have multiple cars amongst the group, just in case like different people have different things they want to do, can kind of branch out. People can go with different parties and, kind of get different agendas met. So that's my
Yeah,
take.
yeah, it did work out well having 2 cars. I couldn't imagine because I think originally you said you had room for me. If I flew in, you'd pick me up, and then we just use the 1 car, but then it came in handy with a couple of our other friends
Mhm.
who
Yep.
were coming for shorter or just surprised us with coming.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a couple last minute surprises, a couple surprises that we knew about that were still surprises. It was just oh geez, Austin, forgot to pick you up there. Austin commented, "I waited at the airport, but Keith never picked me up." Well, ask anybody in the chat. Keith was quite busy zigzagging between rows and aisles and people and places. And Mav and I, we were just like what little kids in a candy store. So, yeah,
Ooh,
Keith's
piece of
Uber
candy.
service. Yeah,
Ooh, piece of candy.
Keith's Uber service was not fully operational
Uh,
this weekend. Oh, geez. Apparently, I missed another one.
Miss Cynthia too.
Well, on the positive side, Austin and Cynthia, did you guys get to hang out together at the airport for the weekend?
I heard they had a Lego, vending machine right in the airport.
Well, see, there you go. You had your own Brickworld at O'Hare, so that's uh,
Hopefully you guys make it out next year.
for sure.
P please plan now. Austin, put aside a beach vacation and go to Brickworld.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shout it out because it was in the email already. Yeah, Laura's in the comments. She was the surprise guest. Yep, she did fly all the way from the UK as a surprise. So definitely a shock. Was not ready for that shock. But kudos to her. I mean, that's a massive undertaking to do something in such a short time. Um, Glad that it worked out for her, and then also Frank. Frank had a quick turnaround, but he got
Yeah,
to enjoy, his time too. So
I think I think even the little bit that they did, well, especially Frank, Accio Bricks, he flew in like afternoon on Friday, straight to the convention hall, and then left later in the day. So he still had like about a day's worth of
yeah,
being at the convention.
yep. Why is it me that always gets picked on? Apparently, I've left two people at the airport, and now Caitlin chimes in with, "You guys are lucky. Keith left me in the car. Stupid child lock." So
Uh,
that's good stuff. So just looking ahead real quick, since we're talking about it. Um,
We'll get
next
to that
year.
next.
What's that? Oh, so yeah, okay. We'll get to the vending machine. Hang tight. So next year, shout out, load in will be Wednesday, June 17th. And then load out will be Sunday, June 21st. So that is the estimated, or not, that is the confirmed dates for Brickworld 2026. Um, Mav and I will both recommend, Mav, I'm sure you can confirm this. Um, if you're getting tickets, you want to get the pre-sale tickets for
Yes.
the convention passes. So the convention passes will get you, I don't know if that's the technical term, but they're the passes that they get you in. Even if you're not displaying, they get you in for the entire duration. You get a badge. You do not have to wait in line. You just walk up to the door, show your badge, they let you in. Access was available to the hall 24 hours, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty much people were there all night and day.
As long as you have
And
those passes.
yeah, I mean, it was worth it. I mean, Mav, we probably were up until what? Anywhere between 2, 3 o'clock every morning.
Yeah. Yep. If I didn't have to
So
go on the flight, I would have been even doing another Saturday till 3 in the morning because that World of Lights was
that was, yeah,
that was awesome.
that was pretty epic. Uh, you still have to wait at the airport. Austin, yeah, you'll have to wait at the airport if you're waiting for my Uber service. Otherwise, no, you can make it. Josh, are we displaying next year? I don't know, Josh. You tell me. Um,
I mean, if you're driving next year, it's worth it.
we had a very long car ride home the other day, so
Oh, so there was some discussion.
TBD,
TBD again.
TBD,
Hidden Brick Special.
Hidden bricks,
TBD.
TBD. Yep, yep. You might have to. You might have to get in on this. Anyways, moving on.
Well, you go into the suspense and then you're like, "Well, moving on."
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, that's going to keep people coming back now, at least until June of next year, right? Because now they're wanting to know what's Keith talking about? Is he displaying? Is he not? Is Mav helping? Is Josh helping? Is Josh not helping? Is Mav? I don't know. I mean, look at all this stuff, man. I mean, it's
Find out next time on the Hidden Bricks.
yeah. Find out next year on the Hidden Bricks. So everybody's officially hooked on now until at least I guess at least June of next year, right?
I
So
would say so. Yes. Yeah.
okay. All right. Oh man. So pretty much what we have all for you guys tonight, we want to kind of just give everybody a recap of our weekend, what we saw, what we enjoyed. Um I don't think there's really anything I can say I didn't enjoy.
Oh,
Would
every
you?
bit of it. Every bit of it I did enjoy. Like it was good. It's a good location too in
Mhm.
Schaumburg. Like the area has a lot to do as
Yeah.
far as like if you want to leave the convention hall and hang out somewhere. They had a Top Golf. We didn't get to
Yep.
do it, but that would have been fun.
Yep.
A bunch of different restaurants. Yeah, it was
Well, yes, but they all closed at like 8 o'clock. So
well, you're in the business. It's like everything closes early over there. So
yeah. We definitely got the experience. What I would say about the passes that we got, one of the nicest things was that we got to enjoy the hall when when nobody else was there or when there was minimal people there. And that's one of the benefits I think to these convention passes, is that you do get to go in early. So we were there like what 1 o'clock in the morning that one of the days, and we got to just walk up and down the aisles and actually get to look at the builds and not just like try to look over people's shoulders or whatnot. We got to thoroughly enjoy everything that was there, and then we could kind of like pick like ones that we wanted to know more about. And then when we would go back, if the builder was there, that gave us like the opportunities to chat to people. So to me is like the biggest thing about those passes to get in early is you get to see things and interact with the builders before the public gets there, because once they're there, um, it's just a whole new experience.
Oh yeah, yeah, it definitely is. Up and down the aisles was great. Obviously, like you just said, you kind of figure out the mocks that you want to talk with the builders with, because most of the time they're not there. Some of them were setting up, some of them weren't. Um, so I mean, it was good though. You got to
Yeah.
kind of map out like where things were at. Yeah, I'm gonna head back this way. And, like tomorrow, I'll look
Mhm.
over there. But can we just say that the mocks and builds were just amazing, like
Next level.
amazing,
Next level.
next level. Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
Especially the castle. You know,
Yeah, there were a few pieces, again, as Mav said, every piece that was there was just mind-blowing. Everybody did a fantastic job. But no matter what show you go to, there will always be a few that stand out, um, be it the size of them, maybe colors, lights, anything, across those aspects. And do you want to start with those? Some of the showstoppers. Maybe let's start at the left end, down by Hammond.
your left or my
Talking,
right.
I'm talking down by Hammond and the dinosaurs, and then we'll
The other, yeah.
yeah, and then
Yep.
we'll go down the other way. So
What the Jurassic
yeah,
Park
let
Visitor Center?
you take out, because you and I have always discussed a UCS style Jurassic Park Visitor Center. So you give me the rundown here, because wheelhouse of yours. So let's hear it. Give us what we're talking about here.
I think first of all, when somebody said, "Oh, you should check out the if you like Jurassic Park, you should check out the visitor center," and we're like, "Visitor center? This is great, right?" But we're thinking it was going to be a full visitor center, but to the scale of like maybe like like we said a UCS. This was like jumbo, visitor center. It was like detailed.
Mhm.
It was huge. It was on a rotated platform. All the windows had something, like some kind of details
Yep.
inside of it, whether it be the science lab or, I think he even had if you looked really through the doors, you could see the T-Rex skeleton with the stairs.
Yep. Yeah. So it had a lot of the scenes from
A
in the
lot of the
movies.
different
Yep.
scenes.
There was also Mr. DNA. So that was it, right? Mr. DNA. I know I kept calling
Mr.
him Dino
DNA.
DNA, but
Yep.
Mr. DNA, because I asked John
Well,
Hammond himself.
he says
Um,
Dino DNA. That's why.
that's why
Yeah.
I got confused. Uh, yes, I know John Hammond is not a real person, but the gentleman who had the creation, the mock of the visitor center, literally looked like John Hammond. He was dressed to be him, but the facial features, body type, basically was John Hammond in the flesh. So it was fitting, nonetheless. Um, but to stay with that one, when the lights came on Saturday night, I mean, it popped. I mean, the lights you could see in, like you said, and you can see the scenes, seeing all the dinosaurs around it. It rotated. That's something I've learned over the past year with mock building, is that lights, sound, and motion tend to attract more than anything else. And I mean, his had all of it. So
And he even had the costume, John Hammond.
yeah,
That just
yeah.
that
So
just that just it's like building a scene. He was part of the display as well. He just
yeah,
enjoyed it, and
yep,
it was well done, and I don't even know how, like, I would love to get to see that part. So we got there later. We got there when everything was set up. I would love to see how some of these mocks are like pieced, right?
oh yeah,
They talk about it, but I want to see it,
yeah,
I want to see them taking out of the containers, how it how they decided that they're gonna to build it to be more efficient for transportation and stuff. So I think those are also the things that you got to think about when you're building these. Well, bigger,
Yeah.
scaled mocks
Yeah.
is like because me and you could go to town and be like building and be like, "Oh, this is looking good. It's all nice on this table, you know, it's this big."
Yep.
But then you gotta figure out, "I gotta break it down. I didn't make it that way.
You forget the transportation part.
I'm gonna
It's like
cut a hole in the wall. We're gonna take it out."
you don't have
You
a
know?
choice. Yeah. Yeah, no,
So,
I agree. And that it's funny because like at some of the shows that I've been, you can basically come up with a mock card because you know the questions are going to be number one, is this a Lego set? Common question. Number two, how many pieces is in this set? Number three, how long did it take you to build this? Probably three of the most commonly asked questions at a convention. And I get it. I mean, they're interesting questions. Like people want to
yep.
know that stuff. But you could put it on a mock card and you could easily put that there. Again, you wouldn't want to because it takes away from the engagement and that's part of the fun of the conventions. So what I started asking is how many pieces or how many sections is your build in? Because that to me now is the interesting part. Like so that the visitor center, like how do you take this massive what do you think it was? 3, 4 feet
It had to be,
wide?
yeah, maybe close to 4
Maybe even
feet.
5 now that I think about it.
Circular
Yeah.
diameter, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So you have this massive piece that what's so incredible about it, you can't tell that it's in sections. Like that's how good it is. Like it literally looks like it's one full complete piece. Um, and that's what makes these even more, it makes you appreciate them even more because they don't look like Lego. It looks like a model. Um, and it's incredible to see. So
it
um so next over, I would probably say the Pirate Cove.
Pirate Cove was, I think that was the first one we actually,
Mhm.
well, no, we walked in, I think it was the massive city build that was
Oh, that's right. Yep.
to the left, and it was like a legit cityscape, right, with the street running through it.
Mhm.
Then you had the highway section.
That was gorgeous to look at.
It was really
Yep.
nice, and from a build perspective, each angle had its own unique point of view and
Mhm.
detail to the city,
Yep.
and it was just extremely well done. I was hoping that it would light up, but I can understand why they probably didn't, because that's a lot.
Well, there were skyscrapers. I mean, we're
Yeah,
talking at least 6 feet skyscrapers. Um, I can't even imagine, 1, how many lights and the costs to light something like that up.
can
I
imagine
mean
just cost of all the brick to
well, that
the
too. Yeah.
pieces,
Yeah.
to put it.
Um Yeah, and like something like that, like if you're building a mock like that, and especially taking it to display, like obviously you'd hope to get used pieces for the count, but anything on the exterior, I guess you'd have to be cautious with getting used because if they come in dirty or cracked or anything to that effect, like if you're displaying something like that, I'm guessing you don't want those bricks to be what's on display? I mean, would you agree with that? If you're mock building and displaying, like, you want it to look, like, pristine and shiny and perfect, or does that not bother you?
Well, for me, pristine, pristine, shiny. Um, as far as everybody else, it all depends on, do they want to build it and it's okay. Sometimes the look of it is good as well.
Yeah.
I would assume everybody wants it, like their initial mock, to be pristine, right? And perfect, because you're
Mhm.
building a mock. Well, perfect in your own mind, because
Yeah.
everybody has a different sense
Yeah,
of
yeah. Yep,
what perfect is.
yep.
So,
Or you take the other way out and you get all used bricks and you come up with some sort of mock that's supposed to look dirty and cracked and broken. And then end of world scene, there you go. Then you can use all those styles of pieces. All right, so this Pirate Cove scene, this is one that for anybody who knows Mav and I, we each have a city. You can semi see each of them in our backgrounds here. Um, this Pirate Cove, I don't know if that was even the name of it. I don't know if it was called Pirate Cove or something else, but um, I don't remember who, I think this was Josh. I told that um, this mock actually had me starting to think that I no longer wanted to do a city, and I wanted to do something with pirates, castle, Viking, whatever. It was a massive, what do we call it? Rock mountain, I guess you say. And there were caves and there were palm trees, and then there was a beach with a dance party going on, and then there was water, and then there was a castle on the other side, and it was just and then there were sounds. There was cannons and water splashing
That was
um
really good.
and all kinds of stuff. And I was taken aback by it. I was just like, maybe this is what I want to do.
And he used Duplo as the structural build, and
Duplo and
what was that other one? You
what
remember?
it was something wasn't it was it 3 times
3
or 4
times?
times a Lego piece? I don't know why. Manga? Is that what's it called? I don't know. I'd never
I don't
seen
know.
one before in my life.
Where's your fact check and Keith? No.
Fine.
What
Okay, so what block is bigger than Lego Duplo? Here we go.
and thanks, Josh. Yes, I would love to see the boxes everybody is transporting the box in.
Quattro. That's it. Quattro.
And no, I didn't see your boxes, Josh.
Uh, is he talking about like his new in box sets maybe to jab at you there, or is he talking about his boxes that he transports his lovely mocks in?
I'm not sure.
Because he could
I'm not
be
sure.
jabbing you there.
I'm not sure if he knows that my new in box kind of thing.
You know what? While since he mentioned, shout out to Josh Superhawk Bricks.
Yes.
He is one of he and his wife were two of the most amazing people ever met. They run a lot of the games and activities there at Brickworld. I you know I don't know how Mark would run a Brickworld without them. It seems like they have their own table, and they put up their mocks, and then they run, pretty much everything that's going on there. It seems like, because they're just everywhere. But on top of doing all that, they actually spend time going around and interacting with people and doing like our
Oh
goofy
yeah,
glass pictures. Um, they don't just set up and disappear. Like, they're active all day, every day, and amazing people. So if you
very
guys,
very
go ahead.
amazing. Yep.
I was
Hmm.
just gonna say, if you guys don't, if you don't follow them or see what they have going on, please make sure you go follow them over on YouTube and or Instagram. Over here on YouTube, it's Supa Hawkbricks, SUPAHAWKBRICKS. Instagram, I know it's Unhappy Mohawk. I'm just making sure I'm giving you the right information here. Yep, Unhappy Mohawk. Go find him over on Instagram as well. Please follow him. Amazing, amazing people. And I quite frankly, I couldn't have. I don't think I could have coordinated myself either without his help. So
Nope, because there was a lot of things.
a lot of
Keith
moving
and I
parts.
Keith and I would be like, Josh, excuse me, do you know what's going on? Oh yeah, just help us out,
Yeah, I
direct us.
was actually surprised he didn't kick us out, because I think we bothered him more. um. Oh, yeah. So he was talking about his transport boxes. So
See,
yeah. But yeah, so that Pirate Cove, amazing. I know we're gonna miss stuff. So again, shout out to anybody and everybody who displayed there. These are just ones we're talking about tonight that really caught our eyes and our dynamic. Not saying we did not love or enjoy anything else. This is just what stuck out to us. Um, let's stay in the back here for a moment. This is a shout out to M.
yep.
Uh, I don't know. I didn't get a chance to check out the awards. I don't know if they had an award for tallest build. But
I
Mav,
definitely
if
will.
if there was, would you like to announce the winner for tallest build?
Tallest build.
Hmm.
tower over a tank.
Yes.
It was huge. Actually, you could see the peaks of them, and you're like, "Hmm." And you're like, "Is that the tower?" And you go in closer, and it just starts the perspective starts getting
Yep.
tall. You're like, "Wow."
Yeah.
How do you even start setting it up? Because on the table too, it looks like it's all connected, and you got the gate going into, Isengard,
Mhm.
and then the behind the tower is the scene where it's like the orcs digging into the land
Yep.
and mining and
Yep.
building, their structures. It's,
Now remind me, that was motorized, wasn't it? Underneath in the mining section? Was it motorized or is it just set up?
I'm I don't think it was. I didn't
Okay.
pay too much attention if it was motorized.
Okay.
It did light up.
Yeah. He used a really tall ladder.
I thought he was gonna use stilts.
I mean, so something like that, and I didn't get a chance to talk to him, but that is something I would have been interested in. So how did you find this out? How many pieces stacked on top of each other?
So it was in sections. He said 4
Oh,
to
that's
do
it.
the tower, but
Sh-
they were bigger
Yeah.
section. Actually, I think it might have been 5 because I think the top piece was on its own
Okay.
from what he said, and I believe those tables in the front come out.
Okay.
So he was saying that this was probably the last year displaying that one.
Interesting.
So
Um,
I said you could repurpose it. You can then do the whole orc army or
that'd
Orukai
be cool.
army
Yeah, yeah. That'd be cool.
with the hand of the white wizard. Only knows how much those figures are.
Wow, that's a, yeah, yeah.
So
Josh, can you confirm? Can you confirm are all the builds showcased? I know stuff's posted on social media. Is there a place where you can go other than like the Brickworld events page, or I guess on the website where all pictures of all the builds are? Um, all of these are well deserved to be seen, and obviously, if you're on Instagram, probably YouTube as well, there are people that share these in their posts, stories, whatever. But I was just wondering if there was like an official page where you could go through and just actually see like if somebody did either a walkthrough. I know Greg at London Bridge Bricks, London Calling, he did a walkthrough. You guys should be able to see that this coming Friday. I believe he said that was going to be his intro video, if I'm not mistaken.
I
Um,
believe I think that was his intro video for
oh,
last
right.
Friday.
Yeah, last Friday. Okay, yeah. So go on his page, London Calling Podcast. Um, Okay. So check out London Calling Podcast. You should be able to see like a quick walkthrough. I think Greg pretty much went through the entire convention space, did that. Obviously, Josh is saying here there's several people that did full walkthroughs. And then the Brickworld Discord, I'm assuming, will have the winners posted with all the winning builds for the different categories. So if you're interested in any of that, go check those out. Again, Mav and I are just talking about some of the highlights that we were really interested in.
Yeah,
Um,
I
go ahead.
want to head back to the front because speaking of that castle, since
Yes.
we're on, um, there was a castle right when you walked in.
Hmm.
One of the first tables behind the bricks and minifigure setup,
Yes.
and it was by Castle Builds underscore NG on Instagram,
Yep. Massive.
and he did a massive castle, and it just blows my mind how many openings he designed. Openings that just every part of the castle could open, and every inch was utilized to be different scenes, and then it was also all lit up too. So when at night when they did the lights out, this thing was glowing. I
Yeah.
think I did a reel um that the beginning was that castle.
Okay.
So if anybody wants to take a quick peek at it, you can. If not, you can head over to Castle Builds underscore NG, and I believe he shows the process or steps on how he was building the castle. So
And obviously he did get best in show. So he will be on the Discord for
Yes.
under the winter section, so you can check him out there as well. Um, yeah, and he hope he doesn't get mad at me. I'm just gonna. He didn't say this was. He didn't copyright, patent it, trademark it, nothing like that. Uh, my tagline. He did say that there is some plans in the works already for next year. So excited to see. I won't go into anything other than that. That's his news to share. So I'm rethinking my question there, or my info there. So we'll let him share that when he's ready to do that. But there is something in the works for next year. So look forward to that.
Amazing, amazing build, amazing guy. Um, just totally explained everything. Was and you could tell like the joy that he had for just
Mhm.
what he was doing, like that he thoroughly enjoyed it. That's like that's like a true hobbyist. Like
Yeah.
it
Yep.
wasn't to be like, hey, I just want to come here display something. That like he put his passion, his heart into that build,
Yep. I agree.
and it really shows. So
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing. I mean, with these mocks, I mean, you really have to be dedicated to it. I mean, especially at the size that castle was. I mean, you have to have the time and dedication to it because it's a lot of work. And I that goes for all the mocks there. I mean, people put a lot of time in that stuff, but
yes, they did.
something to that scale, I mean, I could not process how to do something like that. So kudos to him for that. So, all right. So moving down, yeah, quick shout out, Corey from Lego Masters. He showcased his saxophone that he built. Mav and I were having a little bit of fun with him. Uh, we asked him, as nice as it was, we asked if he brought a little sound block to play some music, to make it seem like the saxophone was playing. Unfortunately, he did not. So Mav volunteered to hide under the build and make saxophone noises.
It's
He
the
did
least
not.
I could do. Least I could do. I said you got to show me the trophy first, but he didn't bring it.
Yeah, yeah, he did not bring his trophy, which he was just trying to be level headed there. I'm assuming. Um, we did have some fun with him in the building process. We told him we would cheer him on in his building of the saxophone, and we scared him one time as we ran up behind him, and yeah, thankfully he did not drop it. Did drop a couple pieces there.
He did. He did. It was funny because we were doing that because he was like, "Look at where they put me, right in the front, right where the door is open." It's almost like
uh,
the first one you see.
yeah, well, I mean, and that's I don't know how that works. I'm sure Josh could probably give us insight on how they pick and choose where people go, but that is one thing he said. He said, "I never expected to be, right here at the front," and I know he was really proud of that build. I was proud of him. We got to see it when he was on Bricks and Beyond. He had it about halfway finished at that point. And I think that's the other thing about a mock too is I don't think people do mocks for trying to impress people. They do mocks because it's a true passion and
Yep.
it's to share that passion with others. And it shows like on those AFOL days, I didn't get really a chance to see what was going on as far as the public goes, and like their interactions with builds and whatnot. But getting to see the AFOLs there in the early access part, like we are like a bunch of kids in a candy store. I mean, just seeing these builds, I mean, absolutely incredible, incredible stuff. Be it from techniques, parts usage, just amazing stuff. So, uh, all right. So moving down, what else caught your eye? Moving down the lines.
Moving down the lines, I would say the next one would definitely be the mocked version of the Black Pearl.
Oh,
And this
God.
one was pretty incredible too because it was a massive build of the Black Pearl,
Yeah.
and it things got better uh, when it got lit up.
Yes.
I mean, it wasn't fully lit up. It had like the dim kind of candle
Yeah.
style, like where it just flickered and lit the deck up. But what really blew it over the top was seeing was not seeing, but hearing
Mhm.
the creaking of the ship. It had an audio and it sounded like it was just rocking back and forth and having the
Yep.
creaks. It was good. It added to the look, to the style, to what the mock builder put into it. So
I actually, when we were there, I probably could have fallen asleep to that whole,
you
it
did
was
say that. You're
it
like,
was
well, it was like 12
well, that's true. Yeah.
at
Uh,
night. So
but it was very, it just it was planned really well. I mean, would I have liked to see it big and bright and lit up? Yeah, but that's not the aesthetic of the Black Pearl. Candlelight, the sounds, seeing it in person. Now, just a a thought like something like that would have been in my mind like I don't even know how you would do it. I know I'm sure it's possible, but I would have loved to have seen that black pearl on top of clear studs and have a section underneath where they have the walk and they have all the minifigs walking underneath the black pearl, like from the movie,
oh yeah, yeah.
where they turn from people to skeleton. I mean, that maybe have some lightning in the background. I mean, obviously that takes it to a whole new level of time. I mean, the pearl itself, I don't even want to know how long that took, but um, that would have been he has the pearl now. So just add what I'm saying, and you got an iconic scene there.
Now, listen, everyone, just to give you a heads up, we can come up with ideas. We were telling people this. We'll come up with ideas, but as far as the mocking and building of the set, I mean, I'm sure anybody can build anything at any point to their abilities,
Yeah,
right? But we got ideas. You need ideas. Run them by the hidden bricks.
we would be very happy. Um, eh, Josh. Ah, gosh. We would be very happy to take, or supply mock, requests, suggestions. We'd be very happy to give you the suggestions. If we had funding, we'd love to sponsor those kind of things. Maybe in the future, we'll have some lucky break, something like that, where we could do something fun like that. But for now, we can give the ideas, and our ideas can live through others. Just like shout out again to M Brick Maiden and Cynthia Builds for our attempt at Lego ideas earlier this year when we had a Boy Meets World mock created that unfortunately did not make it through. But we do not care because what they came up, their product that they made for us, which is in directions creation phase. Hopefully, we can share those with everybody soon. Um, I personally think that would have been really cool to display at Brickworld. Take our little habitat of Boy Meets World, display it as the Hidden Bricks community. That would have been cool. Um, So maybe if we do another one, we could do like a yearly Hidden Bricks community build and take them with us every year and watch them grow. So every year the
It
display
keeps
space grows.
it keeps going.
Yeah.
Keeps
Yeah.
going. The
Yep.
whole table for the hidden
Yep.
bricks.
Exactly.
Um,
Epic comment there.
real
Mock
nice.
idea for Mav. New inbox Lego set.
Real nice. Thank you, Austin. It's a good I should really try to do that. Um,
Oh gosh.
there was another one because we can't cover everything. So we'll put this last build out and then we can get into more of the remaining of what
Yep.
we did in Brickworld. But I know I'm talking about it because Frank Accio jaw dropped when he saw this build. And it was a Harry Potter themed.
Yep.
I'm slipping the name. right now because
Azkaban.
thank you.
I did it too. I was
I
like,
was like I was like I
oh
was like
gosh, what was that?
well, no, because there was another Harry Potter build too
Yeah,
there,
yeah, yep,
but this one was like the this was one of the other big mock builds. This thing was massive.
yeah,
It was Azkaban prison,
yep.
and I that was a lot of Dementors,
Oh, yeah,
minifigs everywhere. It was the waves were done very well.
yep.
When it was lit up, it wasn't bright, but it flashed with
Hmm.
lightning, and when it flashed, it lit up the building just right where it
Yep.
looks just like in the movie where they're panning down to the ocean with the
Hmm.
rain and the thunderstorms and the Dementors. Um, and that was created by Brightest Witch Bricks.
Yes. So
And
again, apologies to anybody who we did not give credit to. We will work on that, and we will. We know the sets we shouted out tonight, so let's do some due diligence and re-shout them out next week with the actual builder.
yep,
I'm writing that down so we don't forget. But yeah, sh- Frank. That was the first thing when Frank got there. That's the first thing we took him to,
and his
and
floor, he looked like a kid, like going to Disney for the first time
yep.
and seeing the castle and just being like,
I think we have that on video, don't we?
"Yeah, I took video of it."
Okay, that's another one we'll share.
We will share that one for sure. And if you didn't know, me and Keith, we bought a friendship necklace, and
Look at that.
They click together. Yep.
If you brick together, you click
Click.
together. Yeah. So- Frank's face seeing this is a comment from M here. Frank's face seeing that will live in my head forever. Um so yeah, so what's neat about these here is, and Mav, I love you. You're always my my brother here, but Josh was my first Lego brother. We met in the Lego store in 2023. So I have two here that I can now connect, and my heart is complete when I'm away from you both. For anybody listening to this probably sounds really weird. But what we have here,
No, it's good.
shout out to Brick Crafters, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
They had the opportunity where you can make any type of Lego jewelry. Um, Bracelets, there was earrings, necklaces, whatever. They had these friendship necklaces where basically you make a heart out of these. I don't remember what these pieces are called. And I don't want to choke myself here. Little hole on top. So whatever these are, they form a heart. So you get two necklaces. Each necklace has a piece on it, and then you can click them together to make the full heart. So we got those. And then other Josh, Superhawk Josh, Mav and I caught up with him, and we had our necklaces, and he had what? I'm drawing a blank. What was on his necklace? Um,
I wasn't sure.
I forget. Josh, if you was that a heart too?
I would think it was like a heart too,
It
or it
actually
was
was. I see tiles on it. I can't remember if it was a full heart as well, but okay. So Superhawk had his on, and we actually have a nice picture of the three of us all connected together.
that was pretty funny. Taking that
So
picture with the chain's not really that big, and we're all like,
yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna run with that comment with the three of us connecting the chains there. I have to say, and I'm gonna get emotional. Highlight of the weekend here was meeting the people in our community. Number 1, meeting everybody was just
yes,
but to meet the people that are in our currently in our, like, very close circle, and what we mean by that, yeah, that's right, um, was just a surreal moment. Like, we've spent time obviously, you and I have spent the most time together because we started this together last year. We planned it, put it into place, and then we started this not really sure what to expect. Like, were people gonna be interested in us? Were people gonna follow us? And if they didn't, it was just going to be a time where we just got to enjoy each other and, chat about Lego. But um, we've had a growing um, friendship with several people here, and we had the opportunity to meet them this weekend. Just a few shout outs. So, Josh, who lives by me. So, Josh number one, uh, and his wife Caitlin. So they actually rode out with me, and we got to ride out together, which was an amazing experience. We met by Lego in person and got to share that together. So that was amazing. So those two, obviously you and I, M, Brick Maiden, got to meet her. She was one of our OGs.
Yep.
Frank, Accio Bricks, OG. Um, Josh, second Josh, Super. We'll just call him Superhawk. I don't want him thinking he's number two here. He's Superhawks. We'll go with that. Again, I already told him, amazing person. Um, Laura flew out all the way from the UK, completely unexpected. Um, and then outside of those, I mean, you name it, I couldn't even tell you how many people we interacted with on a individual basis, this weekend. Some we didn't expect to see, some we knew were coming. Um, I don't know. I mean, what was that your favorite part of the whole experience?
My favorite part of the whole experience is, yeah, we're there for Lego,
Mhm.
but it's the community. It's a building, you know, like the friendships that, because friendships and memories is what's gonna last,
Yeah.
and it's all our hobby and passion for Lego, but that's the piece that helps connect us. See,
Look at you, man.
Lego is helping us connect in ways that we can make memories and friendships that will last.
Yep.
And that is was my biggest part of it, is because we still don't know everybody
Mhm.
out there in the community because it's so big, it's
Yeah.
so prominent. But the people that we do have the interactions with, to then go there and meet them face to face and have a conversation, like, and to hang out and just to have fun and enjoy. And it was really, like, I keep saying it, but it was really surreal. It was
Yeah.
really great to just have those opportunities, and
Yeah.
it's already a start to another memory,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So,
Um, I wanna mention, and I don't wanna do any sort of name drop or anything, but, Em and I had a very humbling experience, when, well, we'll get to this in a second, at the Bricked app, event that was
yeah.
held on Saturday. Em and I were standing chatting, and there was a gentleman who came over to us, and he was visibly, like, nervous looking, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, like, I've followed you guys on social media, I love watching you, I love seeing your content, I'm just a small guy," and Em and I look at each other and we're just like, "You are no different than us. Like, we are nobody."
Yep,
So I wanna push that is that, eh, I don't care who you are, I don't care how many followers you have, you are no different than anybody else. None of us are better than the other. I don't care what anybody says. We're all on the same playing field, and for me personally, do not ever hesitate to ever come up to me. Again, I'm nobody, but I like to be friends with everybody. So don't ever think I'm anything better than anybody else because I'm
yep.
not. I'm just a person. And Mav, I know you feel the same way. So
Oh, yeah.
um, that is something that I feel like I have grown and learned that when I started, like you see these big follower accounts and you're just like, oh man, I don't know if I can talk to them. Like they have a lot of followers, but as you grow, you realize that all that stuff is just materialistic. It's nothing. We're just people, and we're all the same. So you just
Yep,
it is what it is.
yep. We've had those discussions before where, remember, we're here, like I was just saying, we're here for the connections.
Yep.
I don't it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yep. And
It
I would say I hope, speaking for Mav and I hope. he and I always give off, that first impression that we're easy to talk to and we're open to talking and we love to talk. Yeah, I'll put your comment. M says, he was the sweetest. It was a lovely experience. It really was. But it really makes you realize that there are people that might not be in a community yet, like a close community of people yet, that realize, it doesn't matter who you are or what you do or how many followers you have. It's just at the end of the day, we're all people, like I said. So, um, if you like content of somebody or you like what they do and you want to talk to them, just talk to them. Just message them, send them a message, or if you see them in person, just go up to them and talk to them. You would be surprised. A lot of people, it was a lot easier to talk to people in person, I think, than when when somebody's on social media, because again, I think it can be easy to get scared away by seeing follower counts or stuff like that. But in person, you realize we're all just human. So
Yep. Well
yeah,
said. Well said on that one.
yeah. Keith's Monday rant there. That's you're getting the Monday rant on Friday. Is just be yourself and don't ever be afraid to be yourself.
Yep.
So
Always be yourself first, because that's
it'll
what you
bite you in the
need.
butt if you're not.
Well, I was gonna say it like that, but okay, yeah, sure. Um, yeah, nobody ever be afraid to come up to me or Keith. I'll tell you one thing: we're pretty open. We
Mhm.
just and this community here that we have on the Hidden Bricks is also, I could speak. Hopefully, I'm speaking right for each and every one of them. They have the same kind of mindset as me and Keith.
Yep.
So they're a good group of people, and they're friends that'll last a long time. So
Whether they want to or not, they will be friends with us forever.
because just like what we said, you suck it up. You're here for the ride.
Yeah. I will say, that was probably one of the neatest things, is that when we met, it was no different. There was
Oh no,
zero difference.
it's like we knew each other for
Yeah,
years.
yeah, we literally picked up where we left off, from, let's just say, our live on Monday. It's like we had a live on Monday and we picked up on Thursday like we had a live in person. I mean, it was just there was no difference. So, but backtracking, Mav, since you were the big hoopla on Saturday, I'll let you
The big
share
hoo-
about the big
the
hoopla
big
on
hoopla,
Saturday.
the big hoopla.
I'll let you share about what was going on Saturday.
Well, okay. So Saturday, uh, Greg, creator of the Brick Dab, right? He decided to host like a get together, community kind of get together, invite everybody who was going to Brickworld, who's going to be in the area to engage outside the convention, and it was really, really, really fun.
Hmm. Yep.
It was loads of fun too. It was a better way to just be on a more one-on-one without a lot of the builds and stuff kind of distracting everybody, to
Yep.
just get a one-on-one communication. So they did prizes, and I believe there was a multiple amount of prizes, even though sometimes
Yeah.
I couldn't hear who was winning because it was
Yep.
loud. I think Laura, Miss B Works, she won Luxo Junior, right?
She
Pixar.
did. Yep.
I can't remember who else. Oh, that's right.
Crypto.
Crypto.
Yep.
He won the bouquet,
Mhm.
the flowers.
Yep. What a present to take home too, you know?
Yeah, bricked. Yep, that was definitely a fun event. And then they went to the grand prize, which was the vending machine, the most recent set that came out.
Yep.
And it was funny because all throughout the whole time that he was announcing, it was kind of like hard to hear. But once he said the grand, everything quieted down.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Grinch from AFOL's Welcome. We were talking, and then all of a sudden I hear Mavericks, and I'm like, "What? Who's calling my name?" I look, and then Greg is like, "Mavericks."
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I ended up winning the vending machine. I'm like thinking to myself, I never win anything. How did this happen? I was like,
And you did fit it in your suitcase to take home,
I
correct?
did, I did, I did. Thanks to the nifty backpack I was testing out for the San Diego trip.
You vacuum sealed.
I no no I not that I was able to fit that in my carry on, but
Uh,
I vacuum sealed all my clothes into that one backpack for sure.
well,
So
luckily you didn't accidentally hit the button when the set was in there and vacuum sealed the Lego set.
can you imagine that?
Yeah, there
Uh,
goes all the glass pieces.
no, but
Yeah,
it was kinda surreal on that. That was a fun event, though.
yeah,
Besides the giveaways and stuff, like, I that was another fun aspect of Brickworld, and thank you, Greg, again. I'm gonna shout you out
yep.
for putting that together because amazing, and if you haven't checked out Bricked app, uh, check it out. It's a fun tool. It's definitely if you collect Lego, it's worth, having that app. So,
Yes, which I plan on getting on using that here soon because I have the brickhead thing. We're slowly dwindling down to the final. I was able to pick up some brickheads this weekend at some of the vendors, so we're quickly approaching the last number of brickheads that are needed. Thanks to you and Josh for getting me started on that back in January. So about 6 months fully into it. So need to start tracking those there on the Bricked app. Um, but yeah, I agree.
he's going strong.
That
But
was
you did luck out by having somebody that had a
yes,
massive collection too.
yes, very much so. Definitely couldn't have done it without her. So another Pittsburgh shout out there. Um, and yeah, I mean, again, the people, and yeah, like I didn't even think about it too. Josh Mohawk, Josh here, all the games that they had planned, all the events that go, like we didn't even get to do any of that. And I think,
No, and I think that's part of the reason why we need to extend it longer is
yeah,
because we got so wrapped up like, whoa, we only had really Friday to
yeah,
do the whole day with before it was open to the public. So we tried to do a lot, but like I said, it was a recon day year. So
uh, Austin, don't you worry. I got Josh back. I have him hooked on completing the CMF minifigure series. He was like a madman this weekend between BAM stores and Brickworld vendors, snatching up those minifigs. Um, Josh, I can't say I enjoy the haunt, but I definitely enjoy the hunt for things. Geez, Mav was just being a ghost here before we
oh
got
my
off on the
god.
live air.
Keith walked away. He had to go upstairs for a second, and he left his speakers on so I could hear the echoing. So I just started making ghost noises like "Don't come in the
Uh,
basement. Your Lego sets are haunted."
you know, that actually would be a funny segment if we had pre-show pre-show with Keith and Mav. That would be a fun blooper reel to share with people.
Oh yeah.
Jaw. Oh, nah, that's okay, Austin. I have an 8-year-old, so good enough. He's still a baby sometimes, so um, I mean that in a kind way. Like he's my baby. He's but yeah, no, Josh is fine. He can handle it himself. But yeah, I think I did realize, Josh, that's actually something that Josh and I talked about, on the car ride home is, uh, when you complete something like the CMFs or like on the brickheads, like I think I realized that's something I enjoy is like the hunt. Like going to something like Brickworld, going to the garage sale, which that's something we didn't even talk about. The garage sale, which was basically a free for all There was time slots, but then it just came open to everybody, and basically it's just a massive room in the convention center that has numerous vendors set up, and you can go in and purchase anything and everything that you're looking for that people are selling. Definitely a nice opportunity. I did get a couple things in there, but yeah, I mean, you got to know what you want to spend before you do something like that, because you can easily get carried away if you're not too sure on the prices. Because there was a lot of things that I probably would have liked to have had, but the prices for me were not at a point that I was comfortable in spending. So I don't know.
But you did get brickheads.
Well, yeah, because those don't
So
count.
those don't count. Hey, Josh, you got to get a Mystic Gold, by the way, to complete those sets.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, finally you're on my side now, giving him something to go after instead of always picking on me.
I'm
So
not. Yeah, I got it. It's got to be even. So
Yeah, I did get a Market Street, very unexpected. Thankfully, I brought a lot of stuff to trade, so that was very beneficial. So yeah, anybody wanna help a brother out and see if you can find me a good deal on a cafe corner, let me know, and,
or a Ghostbusters Firehouse.
I have some stuff in Mav's backlog that I could use for trade bait, so
How dare you? How dare you?
Uh,
Oh yeah, that's gonna be an episode. Well, not a podcast episode or live episode, but it's gonna be a Friday night episode.
Yeah, yep. Um, yeah, we got a lot of again just to shout out anybody and everybody. If there's any topic that you would ever like to see us cover, we're trying to get obviously when the big announcements are made, we'd love to talk about that stuff from Lego. But obviously those are things that you do see from several people. So if there's ever any sort of episode that you want something different, something obviously sticking to Lego, but in some different capacity, like we did not too long ago, where we were talking about sets that we wish we had or sets that we would have
Yep.
purchased. Something off the regular, like, oh, this was just announced, or oh, let's review this. Something different. Shout us out. Let us know. Contact us at one of our socials, either Mav's page, my page, the Hidden Bricks page. Let us know, and we can figure out how to work it into the schedule.
Yes, yes, we can. We do have some upcoming episodes that we have planned. Well, it's not fully planned, but we got some topics that we wanna
I was gonna
we
say
wanna cover.
planned.
Yeah.
Planned.
No, but we jotted down topics. We just don't wanna forget those topics that we wanna go into. And you kinda reminded me really quick that, um, news. So we were at Brickworld, and
Oh yes,
on
yes.
Saturday, we got to hear or visually see the sets that were released for Series 8 that are gonna be coming, for the Bricklink.
I
And
am
it and
just.
and it was actually, you know, we had Shy Time is my time and London Bridge Bricks.
I'm just gonna do this here real quick. Just quick. These are the ones that were announced. We got really lucky. We got to see them in person. We got to see the announcement of them, watch them be revealed. Really, really cool experience. So this is something else you do get to see at Brickworld, as long as Bricklink continues to do it this way. This was year 2 of the announcement. Year 1 of them actually making a big production of it, is what I understood. But yeah, these were the 5 finalists. So we're a year away. We have a while to sit on these. 5 of them, though, were announced: the Brick Railroad Locomotive, the Coconut Cape, Dustmark Keep, the University of Science, and the Hot Air Balloon. I will say, when you are in person, um, for these reveals, I think it does make them a lot more memorable rather than just seeing them announced online. Um, it was a really, really nice, experience to get to experience that with Shy and Greg and all of our friends. And Bricklink really made a big event out of it. They were tossing bags and little sets and Bricklink 1x8 bricks.
Keith was jumping over me to grab the sets they were throwing out.
Yeah, I did. I
He was
did.
like, "No," he was like Matumbo, "No, no, no,
Yeah,
you're
no,
not
no,
getting
no.
it."
Speaking of that, I think we do have a couple extras that we can do as a giveaway. I think I have a Bricklink bag, and I might have an extra brick that we can use. So I have
Yep.
to double check. I haven't even unpacked my bag yet. I haven't even looked at my sig figs that I have that I traded. So I'll check for that because we might be able to do a nice little
Yeah,
giveaway.
check for that because I had 3 of those bricks.
Okay.
I gave 2 to, Grinch,
Oh, okay.
and 1 for him to give to Wes because Wes
Yeah.
couldn't make it,
Yep.
so
Okay. I think we got 2, so I should have one extra. So, unfortunately, we didn't get any of the extra parrot sets, so I was really hoping to get one of those to be able to give away.
Keith got 1.
Did I?
Did I? Although that was nice. He originally got 1. He originally got 1, but then he turned around and gave it to a lady who it was her first time, like,
Yeah.
at Brickworld or at, like, any kind of event, and because it was a Saturday, it was also public, so it was a public,
Mhm.
it wasn't just like an AFOL displaying or
Yeah.
doing the other pass, so
Yep. Yeah, I actually thank you for bringing it up because I forgot about that. Now I don't feel as bad for having a set because yeah, that was one of those moments, like when you watch one of the highlights on ESPN where somebody hits a foul ball and there's a little kid stand there and the guy comes over and snatches it out of his hand or whatnot, and it's like, man, what the heck? Like, that was a kid, and I don't know. Set came over, it smacked off somebody's hands, landed in my hand, and I just turned around. I was just like, here you go. So
it was a good, it was a good gesture.
feel good moment. Feel good moment.
Good
So
job, Keith, on that one. I was proud of you.
I appreciate it. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, like that stuff's unique, what they had, and like I wanted to have one, and so yeah, I love you, Shy and Greg. If you're rewatching this, I was hoping you were gonna be like, yeah, here you go, toss, a like nice little toss because we were in the front row, but I understood,
Oh,
we
he was having fun with that. They were like
Shy was
it
ripping them, man.
it was
He
like
was launching them.
frisbee golf. It was like he was going for it.
But yeah, I mean, just yeah, in summary, I mean, Mav, I would love to get your take on this too. I was sad. I was truly sad yesterday when we left. My heart hurt. It,
You
it
were
was
sa
hard.
you were sad. At least you got to have a last breakfast, and, I didn't get to say you didn't say goodbye. You're like, "I'm not saying goodbye. I'll see you in
Uh,
the morning."
yeah,
And
yeah.
then you were just like,
Well, you
"I'm
changed
sleeping in."
you changed the hour on me
No, I
because you
didn't.
you no you told me 6:15 originally, and then you said 5:15, and I was just like, ah, man.
Well, because it's
Oh, did you give me the Boston time?
I gave you the Boston time.
Ah, see, okay. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I was an hour ahead on that
well,
one.
see, that was part of my plan though, because now I'm gonna leave you craving that goodbye.
I just didn't wanna say goodbye. It's like, it's not real if you're not
Yes.
really leaving if you don't say goodbye. Um, no, but you guys had, like, you guys went out for breakfast, I heard, and then you went back really quick to see, to tighten up a few things. Did you give the sig fig to that gentleman?
I did. Yeah. Yeah, he was very,
Did you
very
get mine?
appreciative. Yes, I did. Yeah, both of ours, both our stickers. Yeah, he was very
Okay.
appreciative. I'll send you his, I
Yeah,
don't think I
please
sent
do,
you his contact info.
so that way
Um,
I could follow
yeah.
him.
Yep.
Mm.
Very I got to meet his son too. Funny enough, his son is a Brickheads collector, so we got to share a nice moment in the Brickheads collecting world on that. Oh, M said she got hit in the head with the brick piece by Shy.
Oh,
So
yeah, she
Shy,
did. She did.
Shout out to Shy for the
Think she had, like, a
knuckleball.
little corner indentation, you threw it so hard?
Oh
No,
gosh.
kidding. They were 1 by 8 bricks?
Yeah, 1 by 8 bricks. Yep,
Actually, I have mine right here that I could show what they were.
maybe.
You want me to show it? No.
Yeah, no, I just said
So
maybe because you were taking forever
nope.
over there. Yep. So Bricklink 25 with the little parrot and the party hat.
So
Parrot and
if
the party hat.
everybody who's listening and not watching, it's a 1 by 8 white brick that has hashtag bricklink25. The 2 is blue, the 5 is green, and it has a little logo of the parrot, which is the set that they were giving out.
Mhm.
So
Yep. Awesome stuff. Yeah, it was that was good stuff. But yeah, I would say again, if you are interested, and I know people don't have all the time in the world to take off for vacations and whatnot, but if you are able to take some time off, I'm speaking for Mav here too. We would highly recommend. Maybe not. You don't have to stay through the public days. I think I would at least I would focus on the pre-public days where you get to actually come and enjoy everything prior to the public coming in because you literally have free reign, getting just to enjoy the people and the builds. Obviously, if you can stay through Sunday, even Monday morning, that would be great as well. But I think Wednesday through Friday would be peak days to recommend because that's when all the interactions between the AFOLs seem to really be at the highest. And then blending in the public experience Saturday, Sunday, and then heading out on Monday would be my recommendation.
oh yeah, that would be mine as well. So you did speak for me
Okay, good.
on that one. You got it right. Thank you. Good job.
See, it's
Golden sticker.
right here,
Yep, just
right
clicking
here.
it.
So just click it or ticket.
Frank,
Ah, gosh.
I would love to do Thursday to Saturday next time. No, you mean Wednesday to Sunday.
Did Frank? Did you just miss the whole spiel I just gave there? Wednesday through Friday, ideal, but Wednesday through Sunday, perfect world.
And if you can't stay till Sunday, at least then Wednesday to Saturday.
Yeah, we'll give that to Frank. Frank, we understand it is. I think there's 2 years left. I heard. I think it was Josh
It
say.
is always on
Yeah,
Father's Day weekend.
for the next 2 years. After that, hopefully, maybe things will change. But I'm going to give this ammo to all you dads out there. And this is for kids who are listening and moms listening too. This is just my advice. Mother's Day and Father's Day are just in namesake. You should appreciate your mother and your father every day of the year because you do not know how long you will have them. So every day should be Mother's Day and Father's Day because parents are there for us and we should appreciate them no matter what. So, Frank, with that said, yes, it's called Father's Day, but every day should be Father's Day. So, we will see you at Brickworld 2026, Wednesday through Sunday.
Yes, Frank, you did pinky promise me that you will display your mock and we will help you set your
Ooh,
mock up.
that's right. Okay.
I gave you the idea. I gave you the how you could do it. So now it's execution. So that's what you got to start doing, working at now. If you start now, you have a whole year.
As of tomorrow, he has 1 year.
Yep.
So,
So the countdown begins, and then that will be your updated content for your next project. Now you got to start figuring out teasers to put out each day for
I
your
was going to
mock
say,
build.
yeah, that's actually a really cool idea. Count down the Brickworld 2026 mock updates.
Frank's mock updates.
And yes, he has to say it like that.
Yes,
Frank.
Frank. So
All right, brother. We have busy week this week. We have
yes, we do. Yes, we
Mav and
do.
I will both be on London Calling this Friday with Greg and the crew. That's 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. So you will see us there from 2:30 probably till at least 6 o'clock.
10
Then we
o'clock
will
at night.
then we'll go straight into after hours at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern, and then another quick turnaround. We will be live Saturday morning, 7 a.m. Eastern time, for our build and review of the Luxo Junior lamp.
He just wants me to drive him 16 hours. That's funny. You better fit that in a suitcase, Frank, because I'm flying.
Do it.
Uh, no,
Yeah.
I will not be driving. Uh,
Yeah.
I'll think about it. I'll think about it. You rent the car, I'll drive.
Fair. There you go. Or rent the U-Haul, Frank. I want it to be big.
See, the problem with driving 16 hours is if you got to be there for Wednesday, I have to take Tuesday off. Then
Yeah,
that's
I
another
know.
PTO day.
Yep.
And then you have to
Yep.
have an extra day driving back. So,
Yeah. I get it. Well,
but,
positive side, we know we'll all be there at some
but
point,
yeah.
and that's what matters. So,
All right. Yeah. So we did Friday after hours,
yep.
10 p.m. And then Saturday's build and review of.
Deluxo Junior.
Yep.
So,
So
we will get that through, power through that, and sadly, we'll be after that. We'll be a week post Brickworld, back to reality.
the your mindset starts going down, right?
Yes.
It
Yep.
starts getting sad.
Yep. Very much so.
Um, no, it's just because it was fun. It was a good
Yeah.
time, and we could talk about it for hours, and we could go more detailed, but we're on a time limit, so
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We were up like we said originally 2:30, probably 2:30ish every night, and I was up again because I have a event this coming weekend with the Pirates, and I'm trying to get some Batmobiles built here in a few days, and that's actually what I'm doing after this, powering through the tumbler. So
get it done.
get her done. Forgot how much Technic this set was, so it's been fun.
You, Technic's enjoyable.
I'm not dismissing it. It's just more than I was expecting. So yeah.
Fair enough.
Yep. So all right. See you Friday
We'll
on London Calling, and
see you
then
Friday.
that later that night for after hours.
All right.
All right. You guys have a good week. Get some rest up, recover from World, and look forward to seeing you guys this Friday.
Yep. We'll catch you next time here on the Hidden Bricks.
See you guys.